Okay, this next instructional video we're going to be doing is the ankle video. We're going to do 3 projections, the AP, oblique, and the lateral. Mrs. Skaggs is going to be my patient. So first things first, I'm going to get her all covered in lead, protect her. Alright. And then we're going to have her take off her shoe and sock on the affected side, which we already did. Do this left ankle. We're using a 10 by 12, and once again, we want to put our red line where we want it to load as the top on our CR reader. So this time, I'm going to put the red line towards her knee. So that way, when I look at my ankle loading up, my foot will be at the bottom, and the lower part of her leg is going to be here at the top. So I'm going to have her just rest her leg out straight here. Typically, I have my patient just go ahead and lie down because it's easier for me to help manipulate their leg if it's just straight. So I'm going to position her ankle right in the center of my plate here. I'm going to use a 40-inch SID. And we're going to start with this AP projection. I'm going to come right over the center of her ankle. And I'm going to grab my left marker here. I'm going to mark on the lateral aspect of her leg. Now I'm going to have her pull her toes back towards her to dorsiflex her foot. I want those toes pointing straight up vertically for this. And where I'm centering, I'm looking at her lateral malleolus and her medial malleolus, and I'm going right in the middle, so essentially straight down their leg. And then we're going to collimate nice and close. And then I'm going to expose this at 70 kVp. Yes, 70 kVp. All right, so that's AP. Then we're going to do an oblique projection. This is a medial oblique, so I'm going to rotate her leg medially, which means I'm going to turn her toes in. And I'm going to rotate her whole leg. I'm not just going to turn her foot, because turning her foot is going to give me a real distorted view of these bones coming into her ankle as well. So I really want to roll my patient at their knee for this. I'm turning her 45 degrees that direction. And then I'm going to slide my board underneath of her so I have her right in the middle again. And now I'm still looking at that medial malleolus and lateral, and I'm trying to go right in the dead center of her ankle here. Still marking on the lateral side. I'm going to have you kind of pull your toes back again so I can get a good look here. There we go. All right. This is the same technique, 70 kVp. We're going to expose there. And then the last view we have is the lateral view. This view, it's a medial-lateral, which means we're shooting from the medial side of her ankle through to the lateral. So I'm going to have her turn that direction. I'm going to bend her at the knee so that I really get her leg nice and lateral. And I'm going to scoop this cassette up under her to keep her right in the middle. For all these, we're maintaining our 40-inch SID. For this one, I'm going to be centering right over her medial malleolus. Again, my button's on the other side. And again, I'm going to have her pull her toes back towards her, so that way I get a nice dorsiflexed foot, and I can see that I'm lateral. And like Mrs. Skaggs said for that foot, this is the same thing for the ankle. I'm not going to have her knee all the way down on the table. If I do have her rolled that way, I'm going to start to see this surface of her foot flat. And I don't want that. I want her foot nice and lateral as well. So I want this entire, her leg, her foot, and her ankle all lateral to make it even. So her knee is going to be up off the table a little bit during this projection. All right, that collimation looks really good. So I'm going to expose there as well at 70 kVp. And that is your ankle.